It says, watch this. For your riches certainly makes itself or themselves wings, and they'll fly away towards the heaven. Watch this, watch this, watch this. The more money you have, I'm going to say it again, the more you'll spend.
That's right. It's true.
And I'm talking about, watch this, on foolish things. On foolish things. Let me turn it around. Let me turn it around. But if you get more money now, and people talking about giving to helping other people, you will not do it. And I'm not directly talking to some of you. You with me? But if you got a selfish heart, you're going to think about you. Tommy and I talked, where I talked to quite a few people. And I always tell people this. When you know you're going to get money, don't splurge yet.
No.
Set up so money always coming in.
Yes.
You with me? Set up so money always coming in. Start letting your money work for you instead of your back and stuff. Are you with me? Because if your money start working for you, you can dedicate more of your time to the Lord.
That's right. That's right.
It actually frees you up.
Which is where it's meant to be.
Which is where it's supposed to be. But watch this. Saints do it backwards. They're faithful till the blessing come, and then they start cruising. They even ride by here and see if we in service. No, they...
And try to look the other way because the country to kick them.
Yeah, dog, they ain't out yet. And they'll go and sit in the back and say, I've been in service. It says right here, your riches make wings for themselves, because roaches come out. And people that don't like you and never spoke to you, they somehow become your bestest.
Bestest friend. Yeah.
Your bestest friend. Child, I always liked the way you did your hair. For real?
Oh, yeah.
I heard you pick at it twice. No, I was just joking. You think you could loan me $1,000? No, see, you shake your head, no. But you've been hurting for that friendship for a long time. That you do it. It may, watch this. And watch this, watch this. Sometimes you call yourself being godly. Godly. Well, I'm a Christian and they know I'm a Christian, so they ask me for $1,000 I'm supposed to give to them. No, you don't. You're supposed to, watch this, know what's going on. And where you sowing. You do. Because there's no way in the world I'm supposed to give you $1,000 to go to the club tonight.
Right.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. It says this. For your finances or your riches will make themselves wings. Are you with me? It says, for they will make themselves wings. Wings. It will make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. It says eat or to feed on, thou not the bread. Are you with me? See, it say bread. Am I right? It said bread. It says the food for a man or a beast. That's the bread right there. Let me put it a different way. Can I put it a different way? Okay, when God created us, He created us to eat off the earth. He created us to eat off the earth. Okay, when He flooded the world and man came off the ark, man still was to eat off the earth. Man was to eat the same thing that the animals was to eat. Plants, corn, and all these kind of things. Am I still in the book? That's why Jesus, when He came, He was a different bread. And he had to be placed where animals eat, called a manger.
Yes.
So that changed our diet. And he stood up and said, I am the bread from heaven. But the bread, before the bread from heaven came, we was eating bread of the world. Let me show it to you a different way. When Israel was in Egypt in bondage, they ate their bread with yeast in it.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
But when Moses came, he introduced them to unleavened bread. Can I go a different way? Where rulers are feeding the congregation with bread with leaven in it. The majority of the breads that's being passed out among the congregation are leavened bread. And the Bible said a little leaven, it'll leaven the whole lump.
Right.
Am I right? And people are wondering why they ain't getting no better. Oh, I'm on film and I can't call their name. Now watch this. Even people among true congregation that receiving leavened bread, they go home and turn on their television and get them some leaven from a different pastor. And that different pastor sound better than what they're receiving where they at. And they believe the other pastor which just preached against what you just learned there, so you accept this and you look at that and say, yeah, brother, I believe you, and you don't. Your bread is leavened, and you're still eating the food of animals. Am I still in the book?
Yeah.
The food that came down from heaven never touched the ground. The Bible says she laid him in a manger. She protected him from the food that was already in the manger where the animals eat, that she wrapped him in swaddling clothing. Are you with me? And the first person that he was introduced to was leaders. He was introduced to the wise men and the kings. I'm going to say it again. He was introduced to the Melchizedek priesthood. The wise men are those that are operating under God's wisdom. Watch this, because they followed a star that led them to the true deliverer. Yeah. Am I still in the book?
Yeah.
And only the wisdom of God, watch this, lead to, watch this, to a deliverer. So that means they had to be wise in God. First of all, you are an astrologer. And that's totally against God. But you was wise enough to hear the voice of God to lead what you believe to what's there to deliver you. So watch this. Kings and priests came to him. And watch this. According to the traditional system, none of these was good enough. God is a God of handling what is not good enough.
Yeah. And that was worship, and he could only accept
Yes. God is a God in handling what is not good enough. Are you with me so far? Oh, I can't explain it. It says this. It says, eat thou not the bread of him that had evil. This word evil right here means this. It says, wretchedness of performance. Let me give you an example. You're supposed to always invite people to your house to eat or to your parties and stuff that can't pay you back. If you can't invite them to your house, you only bless those type of people that can't pay you back. But most people in the biblical days, if they didn't have the wisdom of God, they would give parties to people that would invite them back. Are you with me? So that means they're looking for something back. If God was to bless you right now, who would you invite to your house? Who would you bless? Would your friends change? Would you get snooty friends? Would you be able to be with the in crowd now? Or could you still look after the poor and the needy? Could you? Or could you only take care of yourself, which will become the greedy? Could you? But a wretched person will not do this. Are you? It says, eat not the bread of that one that has an evil eye. That word eye right there meaning, watch this, knowledge. And I'm about to shock some of you all with what I'm about to say. At the beginning of his ministry, Jonah's eye was evil. At the beginning of Jonah's ministry, Jonah's vision was evil. Jonah truly was hearing from God. I didn't say he wasn't. But his knowledge was evil. His desires was evil. His desires was, let me see you, call down like, destroy them. You hear me? This was Jonah's desire. Because at that time, Nineveh had them oppressed.
Right. Yeah.
Do you want God, or do you want to see God destroy your enemies? This is why, you see, somebody just said this. Now, this is why he said this. He said, pray for your enemies.
Yes.
And God so recognizes that when he talked to Solomon, he said, because
I was just going there. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
That God even told Solomon this, he said, it was a test, that blank check that I gave you. And on that blank check, you didn't ask for the lives of your enemies. Everybody in here is being oppressed by somebody. And that person has been oppressing you for a while. Ask yourself, how are you praying for them? How? What's the words you saying when you pray by them? Or you say it like this, I ain't gonna pray for them at all. Maybe they'll go to hell.
Or you may not say it, but you think it.
Yeah, you supposed to pray for the people that the ones that make your life a living hell. You supposed to pray for them. You supposed to pray for them. How do you think you're going to get them off of you? And you're supposed to pray for them good things. It said, bless those. Are you with me so far? Watch this. I can't finish it. It says, and think, for he thinketh in his heart, so is he. I got to stop. Because I got scriptures written over here and I ain't going to get to them. But I said this. I read this to add on to what was said Monday about laboring to be rich and about placing yourself, you should stop,